We might be hauling in my kid to give me a hand. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I wanted to have this going live on TikTok at the same time, but I'm not going to today. So this is all for you guys. Who has their rods ready? Please do tell. Who has their rods ready to play? And I'm just going to grab. So we're going to figure out, a lot of people have been struggling with the rods. And when I was down in Sedona, I had somebody figured out within 30 seconds. Yeah. Awesome, Betty. Thank you. If not for throwing out your back. Yeah, everything's happening for you. So something's telling you to slow down, right? Absolutely. Yeah. Awesome. So I've got the rods and I'm going to rely on you guys communicating on this. I will go at a specific pace so it's nice and slow. I got a brand new pair because I left mine at Vedette Lake, my main one, right? And so what I've been finding is that most people struggling with the rods are struggling because they're too much in their head, right? So if I could ask you guys to all just stand up for a minute. Yeah, we're just going to raise this up because I can, because I'm going to do most of this standing. There we go. Everything comes with me. How cool is that? All right, awesome. And so let me just push this out of the way. There we go. All right. So I just want you to feel your body right now, right? Get connected with your body. Maybe do some tapping, right? So when we're operating from here versus here or here, more here in the head, what happens is we get out of our own way. And so that's what my wish is for you guys today. And so I kind of wish FCB was here with his little music. So let me see if I can get a song going. One moment. And we'll get something going. And then we can just do a little dancing. And the reason for the dancing is, again, just to get you out of your head and more into your body. If you can't stand up and dance because you have back pain or something else, then I'm going to ask you to do it in a chair as much as you can. And the goal is just to shift your energy right now. You've had a day. It's been a day. We've been going all day. And I can use this too. So for a reset for me, I really, really love to get a little groove on. So it really helps me shift and change my perspective. So we're just going to grab, I have one song in mind. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Come on, come on, come on. Know that I want to. Yeah. There we go. Awesome. Just some super mellow music. But we're just going to start moving our body and shaking out the energy. Can you guys hear that okay? Let me just see if there we go. And this one's more of a toning. So let's have a look. Adam Sandler. No. There we go. So that's a toning actually for your pineal, which isn't a bad thing either. Quite the song that I wanted. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I don't know who knows this song. This is old school Arrested Development. And so what we want to do is just get moving in our body a bit, and this will pick up pace. And can you feel your feet? Move your hips, swing your hips around. Shake out your arms. And I'm just going to work on grounding you guys at the same time.
It is now 6:30 in the a.m. This is Baba O'Reilly speaking directly to you, right down to earth. And I like one can easily understand. We got a list of hits coming at you this hour. This is WFW. This hour, we got Bob Marley, the sound of Mary Makiba, Musa Babita. We got the right music. Limbo coming at you this hour. We got Public Enemy brand new sounds. We got Curtis Mayfield. Yeah, also got something coming at you. And the King, a brand new from Tracy Check.
We're just going to shake out that energy.
Black Guru, Living Color, Big Holy, Dr. Colon, Colonel, KRF1, Stevie Wonder, Guitar Curtain, Last and last but not least, and featuring brand new sound by Arrested Development. Stay tuned. And good morning.
Yo, World Party is officially on. Brothers and sisters, get your tape decks ready. Yo, World Party is officially on. Brothers and sisters, get your tape decks ready. Yo, World Party is officially on. Brothers and sisters, get your tape decks ready.
There is only one path and one path only. It is the path of relentless struggle.
Power to the people. Power to the people. And United Minds of America. How about United Minds of the world? Okay. Just getting you guys all moving, because when we move and we dance, we shift the energy around us. Now, I just did a 45-minute drive from right across town, so I needed it, and I know you need it too. I know that it's really good to do that shift. So whenever you're feeling like you're stuck in your energy, take that opportunity, throw on some music, and just dance it out. When I was down in Shasta, a friend of mine, was struggling with work, and she works in a cancer clinic and deals with patients all day. And I said, you got to dance it out between them, right? Because she's picking up this negative energy or this sad energy or whatever's going on for these other people. And she's like, yeah, I'm having a hard time. I come home with a headache. And I'm like, dance it out in between. So just dance it out in between. So whenever something is like triggering you or bothering you, go to dance it out, and right away you feel your body changes and your energy shifts, right? Yeah, shake it out. Absolutely. All right. So what I would love you guys all to do is to have your rods ready and get ready for the rods. Yeah. And their energy too, right? And they're connected to you. And so the idea is to get them so they're nice and connected. All right. So we want to have them nice and connected to you. That's important. I feel goosebumps too, Cindy. Hey, Grund, how are you? Yeah. All right. And so here's your first test. All right. So we're going to start right with the basics for everyone that hasn't done this before. So arms bent. Let's pull this down just slightly. Arms bent, and the rod should just be slightly down. Now, ideally, you're just going to have it at your waist. So just sitting at your waist. Let me pull this down a little bit more. All right. So sitting at your waist. And then you can, I'm going to hold them up in the camera for you guys. Yeah. Can you feel the buzz? Woo, it's been good. So I've been sending you guys tons of positive energy just by me dancing. All right. And so the first thing you want to do is say, hello, rods. Can you please show me a yes? And they cross right away. So that's my yes. Now your yes might be different. Okay. And then also you can say, rods, please, thank you. Please show me a no. Now my rods don't move for a no. Yours may move. Everyone will be a little bit different. All right. If you haven't used them, you just got them. Okay. So what I want you to do is just give them a little love and just talk to them. Say, hello, I'm excited to meet you and connect with you. Now I pulled these ones out of the box and they worked right away for me. But I'm also here. I'm not here. I'm not trying to will them to do anything. I'm looking at you. I'm not even paying attention to the rods, but I'm in my heart space. I've been in my heart space for a couple months now. So that makes it easier. Valerie, if you don't have rods, that's okay. So for you guys, play around with that a little bit, get to know them. And then I want you to practice here. And I want everyone to say, I got it. I don't get it. I got it. I don't get it. Let me know. They didn't move at all. Okay. So JAC, what I would like you to do is to really tap right here and just use one rod. Okay. I want you to tap right here first. And I can say, my name is Tanja. And then it moves. And so now we're going to show you the body one. For those of you that are struggling with the rods right now, you can use your body. Okay. So I want you to just stand really straight, shoulders back. And you're going to breathe as if you're a tree. Your legs are tree trunks and you're really grounded in. Hello, body. Thank you. And you're still going to be here, not in your head. Your body will never, ever lie to you. Okay? It won't. Please show me a yes. And right away, my body moves forward. Now you can do this also sitting in a chair. Same idea though, very straight back. And please show me a no. And right away, I tip backwards. Now you could do this with an item in your hand as well, food, anything. So I'm just going to say, is this rose quartz good for me? Yes. Right? So we can play that way as well. Yeah. You got it. Awesome. Yay. Work well for yes and no. Awesome. Okay, perfect. That's really, really good. All right. So we can all, they're going in a circle. That means, yeah. So for me, show me a hell yes. And then they start to spin. So I have to kind of get out of the way. So tipping them down a little bit will help with that. Yes, Cindy, it worked. Awesome. Awesome. See, guys? Yeah. It's more about going here versus here. And so I can even use the rods to show me where my backyard is. My backyard's over there. Clear. And you can say clear in between. Show me where the door to the office is. And that's true too. Clear. Show me where my bedroom is. And it's right across. So that makes sense too. Clear. So I use these quite a bit. Now, the other thing I've been doing, and you can use this as well. So you can interlock your fingers like this, right? And you can use it this way. Please show me a yes. And they break apart. Please show me a no. And mine don't break apart. I also do this. Jay calls it my tiniest violin. Please show me a yes. And they lock up. Please show me a no. And they don't lock up. And again, I'm here. So this is how you can start to rely on yourself and your body for the answers you're seeking in others. And this is the most important thing about this time and place right now, is that we really want to be learning for ourselves, knowing for fact for us, not what somebody tells us, not what some health person even tells us. What is my dose of something, right? So you can ask. I do this all the time for taking doses. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, it's kinesiology. Yes, there is a terminology. Thank you, Cindy. There is a terminology for it, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing you can do with this is once you get it, like I ask about time. So I ask, oh, should I be there an hour early or half an hour early to get into some space or appointment? And it's usually bang on. When I picked Norma up from the airport today, I asked, I'm like, is she coming in 11:30 out of there clear? She's 12. No, she's 12. All right, good. I've got time. I'm not in a rush. And sure enough, she was out at 12. So it's a matter of trusting as well and knowing that you're always connected and you're always able to tap into this. Yeah, Cindy, that's great. My yes is an activated upper right molar tooth and my no is a ball in my throat. Absolutely. I can tell, yeah, in my body as well. This one's often, it's just quick when I'm driving and stuff, or if I'm in a store shopping, I'll dose for food. Which package is the best package? Yeah, absolutely. Janice says, rods are on fire today. They want to talk. Absolutely. Well, I've asked them all to be activated as well. And that's really all you need to do is ask for them to be activated. Let's get these guys activated. Let's get comfortable with them. Let's have some fun with them, right? Let's have some fun. All right. So who's got some yes or no questions they want to ask their rods? All right. Garunda's not working. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being able to see you. When my body does, I feel in my gut and know in my head is a yes. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Am I saying your name right, Gerund? Let's get you working properly. So just give me a second. And these are new rods for you that you've never used before. Often planting them in dirt and or lying them in crystals can help to deactivate whatever they've picked up on their travels to you. So sometimes that's required, but I'm just going to see if I can get them working for you. Okay. Yeah, yours are brand new. Okay. All right. So I want you to tap here now. And I want you to try again. And let me know if they move for you. I think, Delene, that your energy is just super high right now. What are you getting for a no, Delene? What are you getting for a no? So you might just want to pull them up a little bit tiny. They're just happy to be here. Absolutely. Well, and you and I have worked quite a bit together, so they're probably activating on that. So that worked that time. Yay! All right. Anybody else struggling? Anybody else challenged? Let me know, please. Oh, not yet. Okay. Okay. No problem. And still nothing for you. Okay. Okay, JC. 1 second. Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say that. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to take a really deep breath and go down into your heart space and imagine your heart actually expanding. So if you imagine that you're pushing out this energy up to 30 feet. Yep, they can be slow to react sometimes. That's okay. The more you get comfortable, the more they'll react better. I'm just doing something here with the drone first. They can be slow to react. Absolutely. Some of you might be feeling this, so let me know if it's too much. All right, let's give you some visuals on it. Will Garun's rods now react? They should be working. Yeah. So I want you to, again, tap into this space. Betty, are yours working? Yeah, worked well for yes. Okay, I see it now. Yeah. So grateful you guys all came in. Yeah. So this is a really good tool. So I can even use them, and I'm just going to continue to talk, and we'll let this get worked out on the other end here. There we go. If I hold them about a foot apart, they started to. Great. So it's possible because they're so new and they're close together that they're not able to read. You can also just use one, right? We don't need to use two. It has more impact for others, I suppose, when you use two. Now, here's another. Yeah. Here's another one that we can try. We can speak to not just Yeah, you're welcome, Free 71. Not just for our own use. Here, I got a good one. I have to pick up Jade's passport tomorrow. It's been a long story, so it's all good. Well, I pick up Jade's passport tomorrow at noon. Yes. Now I already knew that because I already kind of set it up when I was out there. Jade watched me in the passport room. She's like, "What are you? Oh, I know what you're doing." I stopped a little boy from crying, and I just sent out a ton of love into the room and really helped move something along that was a little bit stuck. And then I messaged my 2 people. So, yeah. All right. So, Jerron, you're going to use them about a foot apart, right? And so you can. That's pretty much how I hold them. If you put them this way, please show me a yes. You're right. Mine don't work either. They're too close. That was really good feedback. So you want them hip width apart, hip width apart. So if you keep them hip width apart, then you're clear. Yeah, absolutely. And so what we can do is now we can take them a little like out there, and you can ask questions like, "Can I speak to my grandma if I choose?" But you have to have yes or no questions only. Okay, so that's really important. So I'm going to bring in my dad. Hello, Dad. Are you here right now? He's always with me. Thank you. Yeah, if you were too close. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even cross my mind because I felt I was holding them further apart. So that was a really good tip. I'll do a shorter video after this too and get that posted out versus this longer one. But it's really nice to be able to work with you guys on this so I can tighten up the process as well. All right. So, Dad, are you excited that Mom is coming to Egypt? Yes. He's very grateful. Yes. And do you trust that Mom will come on the road trip afterwards? Yes. Good. Right? Dad, are you happy where you are? Yes. There you go. Clear. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, old boy, why thank you. And let's see if that's true. Don't you think they already mostly surrendered? I'll ask for you. Has Ukraine just today surrendered? Did Ukraine surrender a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago? So it's all been a show. You're just now allowed to hear about it. Yeah, it's a movie. I know, right? I'm like, yeah, it's so yeah, but that's cool. Hello, Eddie. How are you? Dancing with your tiles. You're always dancing with your tiles. Yeah. So, all right. So, do you guys want to go into some more yes or no questions? Does anybody have any that they would like to try and ask? You can ask me anything. We'll open this up for anything today. So, you can ask me anything and I can help you work through it. Let's see if we get the same answer. Yeah. And I also get my crown fires up. When something's a yes, it's like right back here. It goes like a buzzer, which is pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah, put us on the speaker. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So let's play around with this because I know hair care, I got mine on Amazon. They're shipped really quickly and they're inexpensive, right? I've looked on tons of other sites and it's like, this is just the fastest way to get a pair. And I needed them for another event that I was doing, and I need them tomorrow night for another event too. We have a full moon sound bath tomorrow night that I'm doing healing at. And Norm will be there too. Absolutely. Okay. And so make sure they're 100% copper. And then this is the other important thing. Make sure, do you see how this one's got a little hook? My other one had this weird little screw cap that went on the end here. It wasn't just bent like this. And those fell apart right away. Simply Manifest is asking, do I need this test the GI doctor ordered? And do I need to take the medicine ordered for me? Does Simply Manifest need to do the test? No. Do you need to take this medicine he ordered for me? No. And I'm sure you got that too. Now body dose yourself because your body will never lie. All right. Will we see major changes? Well, of course we will. Let's get a little more specific. Can we ask something more specific? This show will be over by the end of the year. So by the end of the calendar year for the Julian calendar, the Gregorian calendar. So the Gregorian calendar, end of the year. Yeah. These are nice. They are nice rods. They're very weighty. I like them. They could also, poke somebody's eye out if I had to. Just kidding. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. But my question is, can I help people close to me or guide them to help heal? So by being yourself, you are healing others. So let's talk about that for a minute. Yes, hair care, 100% copper rods, please. 100% copper. Okay, so by me being the frequency that I am and the vibration that I run at, and so I'm always vibrating out, and by being grounded and being open, but that vibration out, you're automatically healing people because they don't know it, but subconsciously you're showing their body. I'm pretending there's somebody beside me. You're showing the other person's body what it feels like to feel this vibration and to feel good. And so when somebody's doing Reiki or quantum or even massage on somebody else, that is very, very, very healing for them. Very healing. The question for the end of the year was the movie be over. Yes, thank you. Absolutely. Oh yeah, you can have a little ball on the end. Some of them have little crystals on the end of them. Absolutely. Yeah. So, and we definitely are excited. So remember, when you're asking these questions, it is for this time and space right now. Right? So this is why I want you guys to be able to do this for yourselves, because I can douse something and tomorrow it might be different because something shifted. Right? So this is why it's important that I want you guys to be able to do this for yourselves, and don't think that I can predict the future, because I can't, because there's too many timelines and too many things happening. But through facts and evidence, FCB's got this, you guys. He's got all the facts. Valerie's asking, should Valerie move out of her house? That was a hell yes. Right? And so that's what it's saying right now. But I just want to really clarify that. So yeah, the advice I'm giving you is I would love everybody to be able to get their own answers. So you're not relying on anybody outside. You remember how we've been into this show and this control game and in slavery, basically. How did we get here? We got here because we outsourced our power. And so this is one of the ways that you can take your power back, right? We really want you guys to take your power back. Yeah, we are the news of truth with facts and evidence with 0 subscription fees. Yeah. Yeah, and even spiritual stuff, right? Absolutely. All right. How often should they be grounded? Yeah, I put mine in plants. I generally leave them in plants overnight when I'm not using them. Yeah, or no, they don't have to be buried in soil. You can just literally plant them, right? So I put them up to about here. Yeah, and it's also not bad for the plants, right? Yeah, and sometimes I'll lie them on my crystals. So depends on how many people touch them. But down at Shasta, I had 2 different people that couldn't use them. And the other one was a fellow. And he's like, no, they don't work for me. And I'm like, yeah, it's because you're in your head. And within seconds, they work for him. So it's just that matter of getting that. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Is JPO a tool going to need ankle surgery? I get a no. Is JPO tool going to need ankle surgery? I get a no. Okay. So here's what you're going to do, JP. Do you want to heal that? It's about raising your vibration, right? Raising your vibration up so your body can start to heal itself. Now, why don't we try this? So this isn't unlike dosing. Rub your hands together. Take a deep breath and put your consciousness down here so you can do the tapping again. I want you to put your hands out flat. And I want you to say, please activate my hands. Please activate my hands. Please activate my hands. And I wonder if you can feel a little bit of energy there. Can you feel the energy? You can put them in the ground or in a plant. No, it's okay if they'll take on the minerals in the soil, so that's fine. Yeah, and then I'll get to more questions in a minute. So can you feel the good? Cindy says yes, she can feel the energy. Awesome. Now what I want you to do is imagine that you're making a ball of energy. Awesome. You guys are all healers. Our hands are meant for doing this. Our hands are meant for doing this. So we can heal ourselves, right? We can ask for healing. I'm going to give you guys a couple other tips. So, JP, you can put that on your ankle and hold that there as well. All right. You can also do this. So I have this thing going on in my neck, which is, it's moved, which is great because I've been murdered so many times in timelines because I won't shut up. I speak my truth, and it's my throat chakra. So they always break my neck or they drown me or something. My neck, hang me, whatever, chop my head off, slice me across here. Serafina told me all about them. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. And so I'm putting my hand there and I'm asking, I love you. Not asking, I'm telling, I love you. Even though I don't understand, like why I'm in pain here, I love you. And then you send the love there. You visualize it in your body of energy going there and helping. And just take a few deep breaths. Right? And so that can be a way of, healing. If you got a sore wrist, you got a sore finger. Cindy, I'm sure you've done that with your finger that you injured, right? And so you can play with that ball and you can make it bigger. And then you can even take it like on the sides of your head. Can you feel it on your head? Yeah. Now your upper body's, yeah, absolutely. The ankle's causing issue. Yeah, that ankle's trying to show you something. So what is the ankle trying to show you? There's something that you're missing. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't know exactly what it is, but you do apparently. Yeah. Right. And Free 71 says, I managed to heal my cat's paw with my left hand on my heart and my right hand over the paw. Yeah. So your left hand is your receiving hand or your right. So I do a new healing where I just go, source, give me what this person needs. And I put my hand on their chest there and everyone that's had it goes, whoa. So I just give them what they need. Some people see codes. Some people just calm down and feel relaxed. Some people, like whatever they need, they get. And so this is how powerful we really are. And we have to quit playing small. So even for the back, was it Barbara at the top there? Or yeah, Betty, sorry. That was Betty, right? Yeah, Betty, you can do that on your back as well. Janice says, I broke my foot in high school, but now years later, it is out of the blue, so painful, so baffled. Ah, yes. I have those same things happen. It's like it's being healed in a new way. And so you'll feel a bit of pain, but it's being here. Let's pull the rods out. Yeah. So is Janice's foot hurting because it's now being healed in a new way? So, and oh, I forgot to show this one. Is Tanya controlling these rods? Is Tanya's oversoul controlling these rods? Right? So remember, we're just part of us here, and we're not this mind, and we're not this body. We're the one observing what we think and what we say and what we do. We're the observer. And that'll really shift your life when you start to get into that. Yeah. And Cindy said, I healed my cat after he was hit by a car. He jumped up and ran off. Yeah, that was 14 years ago. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you can play with that. So JP, there's probably something you're missing. That's all I keep getting. Yeah. Yeah, imagine the ball of light lighting up ley lines. Absolutely. Often just by being the energy we are, we can walk across a ley line and light it up. When I was in Egypt, I was hidden in plain sight doing all kinds of work that I didn't even know about until I got home. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, watch the stars. Absolutely. Yeah. You're welcome, Janice. Happy to help. That's good. It's good to see you guys. Yeah. And guess what? So it's Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. I have 5 more sleeps until Egypt. Yeah. I can ask a few more questions and then I'm going to bounce off because I've got an Egypt call coming up shortly. All right. So Siko's asking, should I leave my 25-year business and sell my share to my business partner? I got a yes. How do you feel about that, though? It's up to you. It's so up to you. Yeah. So excited for Egypt. So when it's early morning here, it's evening there. So it's going to be a matter of working out the best times. We might have some stuff that you guys are just you're going to watch it recorded. So it'll be harder to get on lives because at 5 p.m. in Egypt, or 5 p.m. here is 3 a.m. in Egypt. And I'm sorry, I'm not getting up at 3 a.m. to talk on no, not happening. So we'll have to work that out. Yeah. Okay, good, Siko. Yeah. No, absolutely. Well, and you know what? We're going back to Egypt. We'll do it again in a year. So I've already got some David Pills is doing a trip to Egypt, and I'm going to help him because I've got it all set up over there, the whole container. So yeah, tomorrow plus 8 hours. Yeah, exactly. All right. Shelley's saying, I hold back true feelings on how I feel about the jab. Should I just open up and say what I'm thinking to fellow teachers? Let's see. Should Shelley speak her truth to her fellow teachers? Some. I'm just getting a very little some. Yeah. And I think the reason for that is because not all are going to appreciate what you have to say. And so, speak your truth maybe in other ways. So can I use this as an example? Give me a second. So here's my belief around those. All right. Why don't I'll speak my truth around that. Yeah. Zing, zing. My head lights up. Okay. Yes. And I'm getting zapped right in the back. So my belief has come to be around the vaccines is that a lot of people were already at a saturated point of toxicity within the body. And so depending on what shot you got, because I think some were saline, and some were not, right? So they couldn't capture all of them, but they did get quite a few. But if your body was in terrible shape, and that was a tipping point. Also, if you ended up catching a flu and you actually didn't catch it, it came from your body. It's your body expressing and getting rid of the toxins. So really, we don't catch a flu. We have a flu. We all have these viruses within us, but your body is getting rid of what is no longer serving it. And when it can't do that and it hits a saturation point, it's going to have to break down. And that is either a time for people to realize that, hey, it's time for me to smarten up and eat healthier and look at life differently, or this body's done and you go back up and go back to source consciousness, whatever you want to call it. So I don't run around talking about the shots at all. To me, it's irrelevant. Everybody has their own belief. It's one of those, such a discourse point that creates division. And my wish is for everyone, no matter what side of the fence you're on, to unite together because we do have one common goal. We all want the same thing. We all want to be free. We all want to do as we choose. And we can do that right now by claiming our own sovereignty. I choose to be me. I choose to never be afraid. I'm not afraid to go to Egypt. If we get locked down and we're in Egypt, oh well, it happens in Egypt, whatever. Like, I'm just not worried about it. I also don't get that it's happening that soon for myself. I have asked, and it just doesn't matter. Yeah. So, all right, we've got a couple more questions. And cray cray. Yeah, that's not a nice name to call yourself. Can I just say that? All right. Well, Aunt Cece, I'm going to call you Aunt Cece because it sounds nicer. Will she be moving back to Arizona? Not right now. Will she move back in a year? So yeah, give it a little time. Take your time with it. It's really expensive there. I was looking at pricing. I was like, wow, it's really expensive here in Sedona. But then we found some really good places out of town for our next retreat there. So yeah, you're welcome, Jerry. Thank you for saying that's a good explanation. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And so when we choose, and it's a belief, if I believe I'm going to die from something, and that's my wholehearted belief. There was a fellow got locked in a boxcar of a train, and it was a cooler. And he got locked in there and he died. But when they went in the cooler, it wasn't cold. He just thought it was cold. He thought, I'm going to freeze in here. I'm going to freeze to death. So he actually willed his body to. That's how powerful we are. So be very careful about what you say and what you do and what you think, because you're always manifesting. Words are spells. That's why you hear me say I'm growing younger every day. Happy, happy trip around the sun. I'm very cautious. I always say grand rising. I always say, sweet dreams, safe travels on the other side, whatever you want to say. Absolutely. Delene, that's great news. So Delene has my drop of blood under electron shows COVID. One doc said everyone has it. Yes, that's true. See, your immune system is functioning very well. Exactly. Yes. All right. Freedom, liberty. All right, Melanie. Should Melanie move to the mountains? That's a very vague question. Should Melanie move to the mountains? I'm getting a no. Not right now. I think there's some other stuff that you need to, need to work on. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, and I could have gone and gotten the shot so I could go do everything with everyone else, and I chose not to. I was like, no, on principle, I'm not going to do this because I don't want to sit and, it didn't float my boat at all. Absolutely. Your rods came with a purple stone. Does it look like this? Is it purple like amethyst? A lot of the time amethyst is used for that. This is also amethyst, a smaller piece of it. So very similar to this color, but this one a little deeper back here. Yeah, that's often amethyst, and they use that quite a bit. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know we're all traveling while we sleep? All right, I don't even need the rods for that one. We are all traveling when we sleep. Absolutely. Yeah, amethyst can come in a very dark purple as well. We're all traveling when we sleep. So get this, right now, you guys are all starting to remember more dreams, right? And if you're remembering more dreams, they're kind of weird and strange things are happening in those dreams. Sometimes we're traveling into different timelines and we're collapsing them. And so we're all doing that right now, all of us, and whether you remember it or not. And I'm getting a hell yes. So absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, go buy rods. They're really fun. You can douse for water. You can also read people's energy. So when I go to Vedette, we do this little test, and I don't have someone here to test with, but I will when we're in Egypt. It'll be something that I do with everyone. Yeah, is you can stand and ask to read their auric field, and you have to back up until the rods cross, and that is their auric field. And then you ask them to think about somebody they love. And now you have to go further back until they cross. And then you ask whoever's standing around to send them love, and you can send love as well. And then you have to go further back. So it shows how much stronger love is as an energy versus not, and how much we all affect each other energetically, whether we realize it or not. Right? So absolutely. Yep, no problem. Yeah, I don't remember all my dreams, but yeah, you'll have deja vus, you'll have all kinds of things going on. Yeah. Yeah, and dreams in overdrive. Absolutely. Yeah, and there's nothing that's right or wrong. I actually don't remember a lot of mine. So, and that's okay, but the ones I do, I'm like, what was that? Right? And so it's quite interesting. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, Lulab is asking, oh wait, we had something else. So Eddie wants to know, can we go to Egypt and Africa? Can Eddie go to Egypt and Africa next year? Yes, you can do whatever you want. I'm waking up at 3 a.m. too, Jolene. Okay, Lulab is asking, how many more months until Lulab moves into her own home? Is it 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, approximately 4 months? And I would expect that to be. So in the space timeline we're on right now, are we going to see a real estate collapse? Will that real estate collapse be this year? Will it be next year? Will it be January, February? There you go. So this would be why I wouldn't be buying anything right now, right? I would just hold. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome, Melanie. Yeah, absolutely. We're going next year. We're also going to be in Sedona, and we just paid for Shasta for first weekend in May. I think it's a long weekend. I think it's a long weekend. It's a 5-5 portal anyway. So we've already paid for the space there. So we're already setting up. And so this is a combination one with Serafina, myself, Tony, and Alia. And we will be doing plant medicine. You don't have to do it, but most people are. And the shifts happen like this. This is part of my why I've cleared out so much and been able to move forward so quickly. Just getting out of my own way. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 5-5 portal. Yeah, absolutely. So none of that is on the website yet. We're literally just building the back end of it right now. So we're getting there. All right, you guys. I'm going to jump off of here because I know somebody else is going to be coming on live. And I'd like a few minutes before I jump on my other call. Yeah, absolutely. Cindy says she had a dream. A cobra was trying to bite me as I was jumping from couch to couch. Yeah, I've had some strange dreams, like everything from taking rice to bless plants in a Chinese restaurant. Like, what is that? And in that same dream, I was in a like a 7-Eleven type grocery store or like, one of those chain stores. And I was trying to drink little balls of alcohol. He's like, you can't do that in here. I was like, fine, I'll go outside. And the next thing you know, I was riding a snowmobile and I went over a fence because it had a ramp on it and landed in somebody's backyard. And all these young guys came running out of the house and said, what are you doing? And I was like, there's a ramp. I'm on a snow machine. I went over. Like, can't you tell what I'm doing? And I kept getting that's because I'm such a rebel. So there you go. I'll leave you with that. I love you guys very, very much. Thank you, 17Q, for always being online and always helping. Thank you all for showing up. And I will get this posted. Absolutely. We love you guys. Have a great day and enjoy. Because, yeah, just keep focusing on what you do want and get rid of those old beliefs that don't serve you anymore. They're not worth it. Chuck them in the fucking bucket, right? Chuck them in the fucking